Egypt, a land of golden sands, mighty pharaohs, and mysteries that never fade. Even after thousands of years, Egypt still hides secrets that scientists and historians struggle to explain. Hit subscribe and unlock the past. From the Great Pyramid's impossible precision to lost tombs and strange curses, let's dive into the ancient world that still leaves experts speechless. The story of Egypt begins over 5,000 years ago along the Nile River. A civilization so advanced it still amazes us today. They built cities, temples, and monuments with tools that seem far too simple for the results they achieved. The Egyptians worshipped gods of the sun, death, and the afterlife. They believed their pharaohs were divine, half human, half god. And their obsession with eternity shaped one of the most fascinating cultures in history. But here's the thing. For all that we know, there's still so much that doesn't make sense. Let's start with the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Built around 2560 BCE for Pharaoh Khufu, yet how exactly it was built remains one of history's greatest mysteries. The pyramid weighs over 6 million tons. Each stone block can weigh as much as 80 tons, and somehow, they fit together perfectly, so precisely that even a sheet of paper can't slip between them. No mortar, no modern cranes, no lasers or computers, and yet, perfect symmetry, perfect alignment. How? Some researchers suggest thousands of workers used ramps and sledges. Others think water or sand was used to reduce friction. And then there are those who believe we're missing something entirely, a lost technology, or knowledge forgotten by time. But the pyramid isn't the only mystery. Have you ever heard of the Sphinx? That massive statue with a lion's body and a human face guarding the Giza Plateau. Scientists still debate who built it, and when. Erosion patterns suggest it might be much older than we think. Some claim it could predate even the Egyptian civilization itself. And then there's the missing nose. People once blamed Napoleon's soldiers for shooting it off, but carvings show it was already gone long before that. Every answer seems to lead to another question. Now let's talk about the curse of the pharaohs. It all began in 1922 when archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun. Inside were treasures beyond imagination. Gold, jewelry, and a perfectly preserved mummy of the young king. But soon after the discovery, strange things started happening. Carter's sponsor, Lord Carnarvon, died suddenly from an infected mosquito bite. Lights flickered across Cairo, and people began whispering that the ancient gods were taking revenge on those who disturbed their king. Newspapers loved the story, the curse of the pharaohs. Even though most scientists dismissed it as coincidence, the legend never died. Today, some still believe Tutankhamun's tomb carries a supernatural warning. Respect the dead. Another mystery lies beneath the sands, lost tombs and hidden chambers. Every few years, archaeologists discover new ones. Some are filled with mummies, hieroglyphs, and artifacts untouched for millennia. Others are completely empty, as if someone got there first. One theory says there might be a secret chamber hidden inside the Great Pyramid itself. In 2017, scans showed a large void behind the king's chamber. No one knows what's inside. Could it be a hidden passage? A lost burial room? Or just an empty space? The mystery remains sealed, for now. Let's not forget the hieroglyphs, Egypt's ancient writing system. Over 700 symbols carved on walls and papyrus scrolls. For centuries, nobody could read them, until the discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1799. It had the same text written in Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphs, the key to unlocking the ancient language. But even now, not everything makes sense. Some symbols appear only once. Others might represent forgotten rituals or lost gods. And some experts believe there could be entire stories we've never decoded. And then there's electricity. Yes, you heard that right. In a temple at Dendera, there's a strange carving that looks like a light bulb. It shows a snake-shaped filament inside a bulb-like shape connected to a wire. Could the ancient Egyptians have known about electricity? Most historians say no, it's just a symbolic image. But others aren't so sure. They argue that maybe the Egyptians discovered something we can't yet explain. We also can't ignore the lost city of Heracleion. For centuries, it was thought to be a legend. A city said to have sunk beneath the Mediterranean Sea. But in 2000, divers actually found it, almost perfectly preserved underwater. Statues, jewelry, and entire temples were pulled from the ocean floor. It was like Atlantis come to life. How did a city that size vanish without a trace for over 1,000 years? Was it an earthquake? A flood? Or something more mysterious? We may never know. Another strange find is the mummified animals. Cats, crocodiles, birds, even baboons. The Egyptians believed animals were sacred messengers to the gods. But what surprises scientists is how many there are. Millions of them buried in massive underground tunnels. Some are perfectly preserved, while others were created just for ritual purposes. Why so many? What kind of ceremonies required such numbers? It's one of the great puzzles of ancient Egyptian religion. Even the pharaohs themselves remain mysterious. Take Akhenaten, for example. He tried to replace Egypt's many gods with a single one, Aten, the sun disk. It was the world's first recorded attempt at monotheism. But after his death, his name and images were destroyed. His own people tried to erase him from history. Then there's Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt. We know her as a symbol of beauty and power, but her true story is filled with politics, betrayal, and tragedy. Her tomb has never been found. Many believe it still lies hidden beneath the sands or near the ruins of Alexandria. And finally, one of the most fascinating mysteries of all, how much more is still buried beneath Egypt? Satellite scans show hundreds of possible sites yet to be explored. Tombs, temples, maybe even lost pyramids waiting under the desert. Every discovery seems to raise more questions than it answers. Ancient Egypt might be the most studied civilization in history, but it's also one of the least understood. Maybe that's what makes it so captivating. It reminds us that even with all our modern science and technology, some secrets stay hidden. Some stories refuse to be told. And somewhere, beneath the golden sands of Egypt, the past is still whispering to us. Thank you for watching ChronoGlobe. If you enjoyed this journey through Egypt's ancient mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more amazing stories from history.